Hello guys, so in this video we will learn how to convert the Cartesian form of coordinates to polar coordinates. So basically we know that in Cartesian plane means suppose this is xy plane and there would be a point that is x comma y. So suppose this is a point whose coordinates are x comma y. What does it mean? It means the perpendicular distance from y axis is equal to y and the perpendicular distance from the x axis is equal to x. So these coordinates are x comma y. So if we will draw a line from origin to this point, then this line will be known as polar radius, and if we will draw the angle made by the positive direction of the x axis with this line, that is in the anti-clockwise direction, and this is known as the polar angle. So here if we want to calculate the polar radius, then we will use this formula, that is root of x square plus y square. And if we want to calculate the polar angle, then we will use this formula, that is tan inverse of y divided by x. Now here we know that the point can lie in any of the quadrant, means suppose this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant, and point can lie on these lines also and as well as origin. So if we will include all these cases, then there will be 9 total cases, 9 possible cases, and we will deal now with all the possible cases one by one. So suppose if the point is lying in first quadrant, it means what it tells? It means x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. Then if you want to calculate the distance, then definitely it will be x square plus y square, so it will be a positive distance. Now if you want to calculate this angle, then we will use this formula, that is tan inverse divided by y divided by x. So this is the first coordinate and its formula is already given here, but now the main things comes in the other coordinates. So suppose if a point lying in the second quadrant, so if we will draw, so its coordinate are x comma y. So here we know that if a point lie in the second quadrant, it means x would be less than 0 and y would be greater than 0. So if we want to draw the angle, so we will draw this anti-clockwise direction from the positive direction of x-axis. So this is the angle theta. Now if we will calculate this directly by using this formula, then it will be a wrong answer, because here this total angle will be pi minus tan inverse of x. Since here x is negative, so what we will write it as? We will write it as pi plus tan inverse y divided by x, because here x is negative, so negative will come out and definitely it will be subtracted from pi. Now in the case 3, we will use the third quadrant. So suppose a point that is x comma y again lying in the third quadrant. So here the possibility of x is less than 0 and y is also less than 0. Then if we will draw this angle, then this will be like this. So this is the polar angle. So if we want to calculate this angle here, we will add this with the pi. So we can write this theta as pi plus tan inverse of y divided by x, because y and x are negative both, so both will be cancelled out. So there is no negative comes out from this tan inverse and both angles are added. So this is the polar angle for case 3, means third quadrant. So we can write here it is third quadrant, here it is second quadrant, here it is first quadrant. Now if we will consider the case 4, so suppose the point lying in the fourth quadrant. So its coordinates are x comma y, and in fourth quadrant we know that x is always greater than 0 and y is less than 0. So if you want to find the angle, then definitely we have to move anti-clockwise from the positive direction of x-axis. So this whole is the polar angle. So to calculate this polar angle, what we will do, we will subtract this from the 2 pi. So we need to add this, because one of the x, because here y is negative, and if we know that x divided by this is positive, this is negative, so the whole result is negative. And tan inverse is an odd function, so it will throw out the minus sign. So it will become 2 pi plus tan inverse of y divided by x. Now if we will, so we have covered all the four quadrants, first quadrant, second quadrant, here is third quadrant and here is fourth quadrant. Now if we will move to the fifth cases, so there will be a possibility that point can lie on the positive x axis. So here we know that value of x is greater than 0 and the value of y is equal to 0. So if we will calculate the tan inverse of y divided by x, so here y is 0, so it will become 0. Since the point, if a point lying on x positive direction of x axis, then that the polar angle will be 0 degree. Now if we will consider the negative direction of x axis, means a point lying on negative direction of x axis, so here the case lies at x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0, but here the angle will be this whole, so we know that this angle will be equal to pi, so we can write it as pi radian or 180 degree. Now in the seventh case, we will consider the positive direction of y axis. So suppose there is a point lying on positive direction of y axis, so we know that for this x is always is equal to 0 and y is greater than equal to 0. So if we will solve this, so if we want to calculate the theta for this, then definitely theta will be like this. So we know that this is the 90 degree angle, so we can write this as theta is equal to 90 degree or pi by 2 radian. Now move to another case. If the point lying on negative direction of x axis, so we know that here x is again equal to 0 and y is less than 0. So to calculate the theta, we have to move anti-clockwise to this point. So definitely we know that from here to here it is pi and here to here it is pi by 2. So we need to add pi plus pi by 2. So here theta will be equal to 3 pi by 2, and if we want to write it in degrees, so we can write it as 270 degrees. And now the last case, we have covered all the possibilities except at the origin. Suppose if a point lying at origin, it means x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Now if we want to calculate the angle for this, so we will get tan inverse of y divided by x, so it will be 0 divided by 0, and it is an indeterminate form. So we know that we can write it as does not exist. Means if a point lying at origin, then the polar angle does not exist for that particular case. So this is the most special case, and we have covered all the cases. Now in this video, I will just make you learn this concept by solving some of the examples, by taking all the possible cases in all the quadrants. So let's move to the first example. So this is the first example, and the question is, we have to convert the Cartesian coordinate, that is 5, 2 to polar coordinates, and we have to consider the theta from 0 to 2 pi only, and we need to just find out exact value of r and theta to accurate 3 decimal places. But here it is not mentioned that whether we need to find theta in degree or radian, so we will try to find out in both the possible formats. So we can write this as x comma y is equal to 5, 2. Now on comparison, we can write x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2. So now if we will try to locate this in Cartesian coordinates, Cartesian plane, so this is y axis, this is x axis. So if we will draw this line like this, so this point is 2, 0 and this point is 5, 0, 0, 5. So we can write this coordinate of this point P as 2, 5, and this line drawn from origin to this point is the polar radius. So this distance is r and this angle is theta. Now we need to find this r and theta to convert this in polar coordinates. So in the previous concept, we have learned the value of r is under root of x square plus y square. So if we will write this as 5 square plus 2 square, so what we will get? We will get 25 plus 4, it will be 29. So here we can write the value of r as 29 of root of 29. Now to find the angle, since the angle lies in this point lies in first quadrant, so we need not to be worried. We will just use the formula tan inverse of y divided by x. So if we will use this, if we will put the value of x and y, so y value is 2 and x value is 5. And now we need to solve this because this cannot be solved manually, so we have to use the calculator here. So definitely after using the calculator, the value of this is around 22 degree. So we can write it as 22 degree, and we can also write up to 3 decimal places, whether in radian or degrees. So this is the first question, that is case 1, means this point lies in first quadrant. Now if move on to second case, so this is the next example. So here the Cartesian coordinates are -1, and we have to convert these into polar coordinates, and again the value of theta lies between 0 to 2 pi. So if we will just draw this point in Cartesian plane, and then definitely this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Sorry. This is Cartesian plane, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Now we know that value of x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0. If we will write this as x comma y is equal to -1 comma 1, so by comparison we can write x as -1, y is 1. So here we can write it as x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0, then definitely this point lies somewhere in the second quadrant. So we know that this point and this point are 1 comma 1. So here we can write this as -1 comma 1. So if we want to find the polar coordinates, then we need to find this distance. Suppose this point is P and this point is O, so we need to find this distance. So we will use the formula of radius, that is x square plus y square under root. So we can write this as -1 square plus 1 square. So the value of r is under root of 2. And now we need to find this polar angle. So this is angle theta. Since the point lies in second quadrant, so what we need to do, we need to use the formula pi plus tan inverse of y divided by x. Now if we will use this formula, so we can write this as tan inverse of y value is 1, x value is -1. So we can, if we will solve this, we will get it as tan inverse of -1. By using the property of tan inverse, since tan inverse is an odd function, so it will throw minus outside itself. So it will become minus, this will become tan inverse 1. So we know that value of tan inverse is pi by 4, tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So we can write this as 3 pi by 4 or 135 degree. So this angle is basically between 90 to 180 degree, and here we have found the value. So if we want to write the polar coordinates, we can write this as under root of 2 comma 3 pi by 4 radian or 135 degrees. So this is the answer for this. Because this point is lying in second quadrant, then we have to add the angle with pi, and we have got the correct answer. Now we need to solve the another example that point lies in third quadrant. So again we need to draw the Cartesian plane. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So if we will draw this point, since both x, so first let equate this. So x comma y is equal to -1 comma -1. So if we will equate both sides, we got x is equal to -1, y is equal to -1. So from here we can write this as x is less than 0 and y is less than 0. Since this condition met only in third quadrant, so here we have drawn this point. So this point is P, this point is O. So this is distance r, and if we will draw this angle, this is angle theta. So this is polar angle and this is polar radius. So this is -1 comma -1. So to find r, we will use the formula of x square plus y square under root. So we can write this as under root of 2, because -1 square plus -1 square, and we have to take the square root. So this is root 2. Now for theta, we will use the formula again, pi plus tan inverse y divided by x. This is the same formula for second quadrant and same formula for third quadrant. So if we will solve this, what we will get? We will get tan inverse of y value is -1, x value is -1. These both will be cancelled. So we can write this as tan inverse of 1. And we know that value of tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So we can write this as 5 pi by 4 or 225 degree. And we know that in third quadrant, the angle lies from theta is equal to 180 to theta is equal to 270. We can write this as theta is equal to 180 to theta is equal to 270, and we have got the value in between them. So this is the correct answer. So if we will write the polar coordinate for this point, we can write this as root 2 comma 5 pi by 4 radian or 225 degrees. Now we will consider the last case, that is, if a point lies in fourth quadrant, then what we will get. So this is the example. So if we will equate this point is equal to x comma y, we can write this as 1 comma minus 4. So we can write x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 4. So from here we can write this as x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. And if this condition is met, it means point lies in fourth quadrant. So if we will draw this point here, so this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is fourth quadrant. So if we will draw this point here, so suppose this point is 1 comma minus 4. So this is point O and this is point P. So the distance OP is R, means radial distance. So to calculate that, we will use the formula of 1 square plus minus 4 square. So definitely we got the under root of 17. Now to get the value of theta, we have to add the angle of with 2 pi. So we can write this as 2 pi plus tan inverse of y divided by x. So here angle will be like this. This is the polar angle. So we can write this as 2 pi plus tan inverse of y value is minus 4, x value is 1. So this minus will be thrown outside. So we can write this as 2 pi minus tan inverse of 4. And we can calculate the tan inverse 4 value by using calculator. So theta value we can write it as 2 pi minus, so 2 pi we can write it in degree. This is 360, this is 360 minus, this is tan inverse 4 is 76 degree. So if we will solve this, what we will get? This is 4, this is 8, this is 284. So around 284 degree we get the value of theta. So if we will write the polar angle r comma theta, polar coordinate, sorry. So we got under root of 17 comma 284. We can also convert this in radian also by multiplying it by 180 divided by, sorry, pi divided by 180. So this is the polar coordinate. So we can write here r, here root 17 and theta is 284 degree. If it is the approximate value, you can write the exact value to get the exact answer. So in this video we have covered all types of examples, like all the cases from every quadrant on axis, even on origin, and this is the formula, and then we have covered the examples. I have made an advanced mathematical calculator regarding this concept. So we are on the landing page of the calculators page of my website, and I will provide the link of this in the description below. So definitely here is the search button. If you will type the Cartesian, so here this is the link of Cartesian to polar coordinates. So if you will click on this, then definitely we will move to the Cartesian to the polar coordinate calculator homepage, and here is the input button for x and y coordinate. So if you will just input like 1 comma 1 means if the point is in first quadrant. So here is the formatted user input display, means whatever we will just type in this box, it will appear here so that we can correct our mistakes. And this is the question formed automatically. And if we will calculate, if we will click on the calculate button, then we will get the short answer, that is polar coordinates are root 2 comma pi by 4 or root 2 comma 45 degree. If you want to see the full steps, then you have to click on this button. So here the full steps are displayed. Here each and everything has been written by me by taking care of proper steps. So here is the answer, that is pi by 4 comma pi by 4 radian or 45 degree, and root 2 is the radial distance. And if you want to change the coordinates to second quadrant, that is minus 1 comma 1, then definitely answer will get changed immediately, that is 135 degree. Radial distance will remain same. Now if we will move towards the third quadrant, that is minus 1 comma minus 1, then again the answer will get changed, it will become 225 degrees or 5 pi by 4. And now in the fourth case, if we want to check it, that is x is positive and y is negative, then answer will be 315, means 2 pi minus 45 degree. So this is the advanced calculator made by me. I would like to recommend you to use this whenever you got stuck in such type of problems, and I have made many calculators like this. You can just go and scroll all of these, and please share these calculators with your friends also. So I hope you got the concept what I am trying to deliver. So if you like this video, please hit the like button below, comment on this video, give the feedback so that we can improve upon the quality and the content of the solutions and the questions that we are providing. And please share it with your friends so that they can also learn the basic concepts and give proper feedback. And in the end, if you want to ask any other doubt, then visit my website. That is, link is given below in the description, and you can also ask your doubt by posting them in the comment box below. Thank you very much.